Architect, the third engineer in the game. 15% fortification cost reduction, as well as 15% carry speed as the passive, just like the other two engineers. Hologram, you have a hologram that goes straight out in front of you. It just kind of walks slowly until it hits a wall, and it will draw enemy fire, and they typically turn their back to you because it acts as a decoy, and it's a decoy without health. So it's just a free decoy as an ultimate. It's pretty good. You really don't have very many options for cards on the promotionals, and that goes the same with Architect, except out of the promotionals, Architect I think has the most. This is how I like to use Architect. This isn't a very great engineer build. This is a infinite hologram build, but I don't get it to last infinite. I have made it to where it's the hologram has lasted a couple of waves, but in most cases I wouldn't really put on hologram extend, and I would have repair efficiency instead, because not having this card honestly kind of sucks. Or instead of deception. But so, starting with regenerative field, after 4.5 or 4.25 seconds, you start to get stim. And at 12 stim per second, within like I think it's like a minute 30 or something, you have full stim. Pretty good. Hologram extend. It's not ballistic hits, it's all hits, and it's not from any direction like it used to be. It's from all directions. So you just hit something with anything. It could legit be your barriers doing the hits. It can't be sentries, only like barriers though. And it will extend it. Hologram lifetime. I feel like hologram lifetime is a good card because it extends it by so much, and it could really help out in like tight situations. Like, you know, you're building, team starts to get overran, you hit your hologram, it runs outside the base, enemies are aggroed onto it, gives you a little bit of a breather. Kind of like a nomad fear. Stim capacity, pretty good with regenerative field. Makes you kind of tanky, so it's kind of nice, like a tankier engineer just for existing. Deception, if an enemy has like a drone has their back to you, you'll one tap them with a long shot, which is just so much fun. It doesn't really come in play too often, so I don't know, you could use this card, but I don't use the flank cards on any other character than Architect, because Architect has the long hologram. So if you can get your hologram to last forever, like if you have a Tactician, that's really great because you get a GL and then rain it down. It'll extend your hologram by a bunch, because the extension is based on the damage you do. It says that it extends it by, 90 or 100%, but it's up to that percentage. You gotta hit hard enough for it to extend it by the full amount. But with something like a GL, it has so many hits in it because one rocket of the GL has like 6 other small rockets in it. So then that's 6 hits and a bunch of damage. So then one rocket on even just one enemy that doesn't die from it should fill up your whole ult. And if you're fighting like a boss and you rain a bunch of GLs on it and you finish the wave in a timely manner, then you can keep your hologram for the next wave. Then you just gotta make sure you keep hitting stuff that wave. Level 4 barriers can really help extend the duration of your hologram, because the fire hits and like just the hit of the barrier really helps out your duration. But you don't have any health or DR on your fortifications to like sustain that barrier, so kind of sucks. You probably want like a combat medic or a robotics helping you out to repair that level 4 if you're going for that infinite decoy. Onto Rootkit. Rootkit's pretty good if you don't want to use hologram extend, because you'll just get your ult back pretty darn quick, because it's a little over 2 seconds. for each second of repair. So, pretty good. Top of the line, it's the same thing as Overload from Mechanic, except it's a blue. So you could do a sentry setup on Architect since you get 40% more damage over half health on your fortifications. Flow, I wouldn't use this card on Architect because you already have Stim Cap and the Stim Generation, so you're kind of tanky just off that. Then Flow, like, you don't have Stim Generation while repairing, so I think it's useless. Repair Efficiency, I honestly should put it on over Deception. I should. But I'm not going to, just because those one taps with the long shot on Architect are fun. For the perks, you've got Fortification, Health, Damage, and Repair Speed. And for some reason, I cannot remember the fourth perk. Just do Repair Speed if you're running it like I am. Otherwise, I would probably still, even if you do use Repair Efficiency, just do your Repair Speed and like Fortification Health. And then if you're doing sentries, you obviously want Fortification Damage. I think that for your ult, just use it whenever you really feel like it. You could not use it at all for a whole game, or you could use it like whenever you get it. Just make sure that when you ult, like the ultimate, it runs out straight in front of you, so you want it to hit a wall that is a good wall for the enemies to be aggro to. You can't like hit it behind a piece of cover that you typically stand behind. It's not going to do anything. So just be mindful when you hit your ult, and that's about it for Architect.